Greetings, comrades, and welcome to the Rad Gaming Podcast. I'm Pescador.
And I'm Max. And on today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about I Am Jesus Christ. We're going to talk about Outlast. We're going to go down on the Free Guy movie. We're going to talk a little bit about some VR stuff. The new Top Gun movie's coming out. A lot. There's a lot in this one, so stay tuned.
Support for the Rad Gaming Podcast comes from Manscaped, who is the best in the men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your sensitive areas. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not barbarians. We got to make sure that we are well-groomed, and that is precisely why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary skin-safe technology so that trimmers won't nick and snag your sensitive areas. Manscaping accidents are finally a thing of the past. Guys, don't use the same trimmer you use on your face as you do in your nether region. That's just nasty. Manscaped also offers other items such as anti-chafing deodorant and moisturizer. Guys, you already put deodorant in your armpits. Why are you not putting deodorant on other parts of your body that do smell as well? Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BIGHEADS at manscaped.com. Guys, you always have to use the right tools for the job. Your sensitive areas will thank you. I promise you that. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com with the code BIGHEADS. That is BIGHEADS. Also, the Rad Gaming Podcast is sponsored by Cento Fiore. Cento Fiore is the lifestyle, is the fashion brand, and they have a ton of comfortable clothing. I just purchased myself some sandals from Cento Fiore, and they are extremely comfortable. You need to pick yourself up a pair of them. If you don't have them already, they are amazing. I wear them everywhere. That is CENTO-FIORI.com. Also, the Rad Gaming Podcast is part of Big Heads Media. With that said, on to the podcast.
I Am Jesus Christ. The video game.
Yeah. That game looks...
It looks... I think it's...
interesting. It looks interesting. I'll put it that way.
I think it's a bad idea.
Do you?
Yeah, man. I think it's a bad idea for them to do a game where you portray mankind's Lord and Savior going around doing these little miracles where you're making fish come out of barrels and healing leprosy. It's just, I don't think it's a good move, man. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good move.
I think it's an interesting move because we haven't seen a game like that yet. Not saying that I agree or disagree with it. But it's interesting to see how they, from what we saw in the trailer, it looks like they kind of keep up with the Bible. I noticed that they had just a fish started appearing in a barrel, that they were like casting a spell basically, and I saw like a I don't know if it's like a mana thing onto the right side. I saw like a little bar going.
Oh yeah, like the actual heads-up display.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was. I think that this. Now, don't get me wrong, and I hope I don't get a lot of backlash, but I don't do the whole religion thing, which is cool. To each their own. Yeah. But what I see from this is that this is downplaying that religion. I feel like it's almost kind of poking fun at Jesus. Like,
do you?
Yeah. You're a video game where you play Jesus and you're playing through the Bible. Like, that takes all, I don't know. So let's say, fast forward years into the future, we'll say 100 years in the future.
Okay.
When people are, I know technology has gone to whatever level, and you're trying to teach a kid about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And he's like, oh yeah, I remember playing that video game. Oh yeah, I've seen the video game for it. Or isn't that a video game character? We've taken Jesus and made him a video game character.
Yeah, but I mean, then again, let's be honest, like reading has kind of gone away, and from what I've seen from the footage of the trailer, it seems like people are at least this video game kind of depicts what happens in the Bible, from what I understand, or from what I've seen. It showed him walking on water. It showed him making fish out of creating fish out of a barrel, and then also curing like the elderly, I guess, just the one couldn't walk, and then made him able to walk.
I think it was leprosy.
I can't remember, to be honest.
There was a cane involved. Maybe, I don't know. But nonetheless, it just made it. I feel like it's downplaying the whole Jesus thing. Like
that's a great take, and I can see it that way. Yeah. I don't know if that's technically how they wanted to perceive it. I guess because from what I've seen, it looks pretty straight to the Bible. Like we saw him nailed to the cross at one point in time, and then it showed him rising again and moving
the tomb.
Yeah, the rock that was in front of the So I mean, I'm interested to see what it is like as a game because I don't see it being fun. That's what I'm mostly looking at it as fun. Like,
where's the replay value? I'm sorry. Where's the replay value in this game?
You're right though. Like you okay, cool. You created fish in the barrel. Like that happened. Okay, now what? Mm-hmm. You play it again, and can you be the anti-Jesus, though, is the question.
That's what I'm saying. Can you be the anti-Jesus? I think it's actually called anti-Christ.
Antichrist. Is
that too sacrilegious?
No, because I'm trying to figure out, like, this is a question. Can you do that?
Can you not help people? Can you
do
not
the opposite of helping people?
Exactly.
Instead of
like a fable kind of feel to it, like,
can the fish that you make in the barrel be poison? Like,
what's the criteria?
I
want to know what the criteria we're going for is. Am I going for at the end of the game I have X number of followers and I get a gold star or a gold medal if I have 100,000 followers opposed to if I have 50,000 followers? Like, how does this? Like, what? Did we find out who was making this game? I saw the game, I saw the trailer. I was like,
I didn't.
It's like, okay, I was. Just really curious. I would like to hear who is creating this game. I would like to hear their take on it and why they feel this is a good way. Because to your point, that makes sense. You're right. Reading is kind of going out the window right now, and if this is a way they feel that they can get the message of Jesus out to kids better, because I feel like this is marketed towards children. Like, I feel like your 18-year-olds that are playing Call of Duty aren't like, dude, I can't wait to pick up I Am Jesus Christ.
Maybe they are, though. I mean, I'm not in touch with the kids anymore. Like, I don't know if, because, I guess you're right. Maybe it is aimed towards the younger generation. And when I mean younger, I mean under, I don't know, 15?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Probably 15.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, I guess we'll just have to stay tuned and watch for more trailers. We'll just have to see what they're...
Yeah, I don't know. I really want to see.
Jesus Christ game. Like,
I really want to see what they do with it.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to me because I never thought, like, if you told me, hey man, they're making a Jesus Christ game, like I'd be like, no, they're not, because this day and age, everyone's very. What's the word I want to use to put it so delicately? They're very sensitive to anything that they can see as making fun of or poking fun at something, so they have to make this game good, or otherwise they're going to get it like an uprising in general. So,
well, I'll be honest, man. So I'm not into the whole religion thing anymore. But if you had asked 2010 Max, yo, check out this game, I would be like what? I would be upset. Like, you're turning Jesus into a video game character. He's a video game character now. That's it. Where you get to move boulders when they kill you, and like it shows you. There was that one scene too where he's like nailed to the cross, and he's like looking left and right at the people like nailed to the cross with him.
Yeah,
that's just I don't know, man. It's whatever. Like I don't now. 2019 Max doesn't care, but 2010 Max would be like, dude, that's super not appropriate.
I try not to get outraged by things that happen these days.
I'm saying they didn't make this game in 2010; they made it in 2019.
Yeah, I'm actually really shocked that it's like the now is the time that they decided to do it, like time when people are the most sensitive to certain things. So I don't know. I'm interested to see some of the comments. I actually kind of want to look at them now.
I can't wait.
We should go back and look at some of the comments and like on Facebook or Twitter or something like that and see what people are saying, because I actually want to know now.
I want to see more trailer. I want more trailers. I want more gameplay. I want to see it, because we were talking too. Is it VR? Are you VR Jesus? So I'm like,
I didn't really read about it.
I'm standing in my living room like this, looking around at people. Like what?
Making fish,
making fish,
waving your. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't read into it. It's probably my bad for not doing my due diligence and reading into this game, but I don't know. I saw it and I just like, this is something I definitely won't pick up. But
I mean,
to each their own. I mean, if you really want to get this game, by all means, that's your prerogative. Yeah. You do you. But
if this is your thing, man, definitely take it and run with it. If you're, I don't know, if you have family members that are video gamers that you feel like you need them to try to go to the Christian religion, like maybe this is a good way. Like I'm sure there are things that will come out of this that are good and that will help everyone, but I just think that they're down.
So to this point, and I just thought of this now. So not knocking on anyone, the valedictorian of my class, he was
wasn't you? You were valedictorian?
No, not even close.
Had to get that in there.
No, yeah, of course. So he actually was very, very religious. Like he followed a religion. I don't remember exactly which religion it was. I don't want to be incorrect in stating what he was, but his valedictorian, he skipped a grade actually to get to our grade. And his parents were very, very strict about video games. Like he could not play anything over E. Okay. So, and he was my age. So, like I'm saying, he was an 18-year-old kid, was restricted so much that he can only play E games. And I'm wondering if that would also kind of play into that as well. I mean, maybe there are a lot more people than I think that are restricted to certain games because maybe parents are offended with some of the games like Grand Theft Auto or
Fortnite's addictive, bro.
That's true, yeah, because we did talk about in one of the podcasts that Fortnite is addictive. I don't know how addicting this game will be though. I mean, maybe it's good. Maybe it's a really good game. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see.
Maybe I'll go back.
Dude, I do like your shirt.
Yeah, man, the Triforce, but it's a super bro Triforce because it's got squat, deadlift, and bench. If you guys ain't going to the gym, go to the gym. I get it. Video games are awesome. I love the video game too, but our bodies were meant to move, and this is your temple, and you got to take care of it so you have even more time on this earth sitting around playing video games.
I remember the last podcast.
Sorry, that's my thing. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all of my stuff is about fitness.
Dude, the last podcast we talked about actually, we're gonna do crunches for.
Oh yeah, 10,000 crunches for Christmas. Oh my gosh.
I failed on the first day. I completely forgot, and then like the second day, it was like December 2nd, and I was like, oh yeah. And then I didn't do it that day either because I completely forgot again. And I just realized that right now, and we're 16 days into December, so I completely failed.
That's right. It happens.
I just forgot.
I missed several days. But the page that I follow, you can follow if you guys jump on my Instagram, you'll see it. It's on there, 10,000 crunches for Christmas. But there's also this My Monthly Challenge. This is cool. It's actually good promo for my dudes. So we're doing like monthly challenges as well. January is going to be Jump Squat January, where every day through January you do 100 jump squats with your workouts, or you just do 100 jump squats.
You got to remind me though.
That's a much lower number than 400. 10,000 crunches was a lot.
It's not so much the doing that. It's more or less the consistency. Like I forget. I'll forget because it's not my daily regimen to do 400 crunches, or it's not my daily regimen to do 100 jump squats. Like I won't remember. So.
And I'll remind you, man, definitely. And for anybody who listens to this, man, seriously, I encourage you to put down the controller every once in a while, get up and move your body, break a sweat, an hour and a half.
You don't even need to put down the controller and break a sweat, man. You could do it doing Beat Saber.
Beat Saber, bro.
Oh man, that game's so much fun. Or Dance Revolution.
Dance Revolution, Beat Saber. There's a lot of them in the Creed boxing game. I'm gonna pick that up soon because that looks like a lot of fun. And I actually used to box, so I'm curious to see the mechanics of the boxing. So. Yeah, that would be cool, man.
Talking about boxing, I know in the last episode of the podcast, I'm actually wearing the Punisher shirt right now because we talked about the Punisher in one of the last podcasts, and one of our followers, his name is Stash.
Stash? Stash.
He actually.
What I don't know. That shout out, bro.
Yeah. No, it's Stash actually brought up the fact that I didn't know this, but I was a huge wrestling fan. And apparently there was the Russian that came in to crush Tom Jane was the guy that played the Punisher in that movie. I don't know if you
back in the day Punisher.
The one John Travolta was the villain.
The villain dude. That's right. Because I was messed up because I remember I was like, was it John Travolta the Punisher? But no, he was the villain.
He was the villain. So there was a Russian that came in to eliminate the Punisher, and it was actually Kevin Nash, and I had no idea. Dude, I was a huge wrestling fan, so I don't know if you remember wrestling in general, but like NWO, like the Wolfpack and things like that.
Isn't Kevin Nash the one who jumped off the thing and broke his back?
Ooh,
wasn't that him? He's the one who did the big backflip off of like a third story trying to be cool and like land on the tables and died?
No, I don't think he...
I think that was Kevin Nash, bro.
Kevin Nash didn't... Did he?
Wasn't that him?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look.
I'm usually against it, but I'm doing it. I have to know this.
No, it's fine.
You can continue talking.
No, but he's looking it up right now for anyone that's just listening.
Just listening and not watching.
Yeah, no. So I was just blown away because I used to watch wrestling all the time, and I had no idea because his hair was short and it didn't look like Kevin Nash, but I looked it up, and sure enough, it was, and it blew my mind, man. It literally blew my mind. So is he?
No, he's still alive. No, he's good. He's 60 and lives in Detroit.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's what I thought. I didn't think he.
Someone did that, and I could have swore it was Kevin Nash. I've been
wrong. There was a wrestler. I don't remember
time.
who it was, but he kind of did a trick or something like that. He was supposed to fly into the arena on like some kind of zip line type thing, and it snapped, and he ended up dying. And I remember I was actually watching live, unfortunately, and they had to like cut real quick, and they kind of panned around the crowd, and it was just quiet.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Thought it was Kevin Nash.
Yeah, no, that wasn't. So
he's 60 and lives in Detroit. So.
Yeah, well, that's good news.
That's good news. Yeah,
but no, I just kind of wanted to give him a shout out because he kind of brought it up to me, and I just, I didn't even know. I was blown away when I found that out. But
that's awesome, man. I like that. I like that we're getting some comments from people. Followers, dude. Stash.
Yeah,
Stash, you're my boy, man.
Blue, you're my boy, Blue.
My boy, Stash.
No, so did you see the new BioShock game? Didn't see it, I guess, but they announced that there's a new BioShock game.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's like
BioShock had a really cool premise. I really liked the whole you're like always have to be in a suit type thing. Had those kind of powers, right? It was BioShock. So you had like power. Didn't you have powers?
Yes, you did. And the game was awesome. I really liked the first few BioShocks, but I think it was BioShock Infinite, if I remember correctly, was the newest one. And they waited so long to announce this one, which I kind of lost all my excitement for BioShock. So I don't know if it's a good move by them, to be honest, to wait this long.
I mean, it's right up there with Mass Effect.
Yeah.
They waited a really long time to come up with another Mass Effect as well.
Talking about waiting really long, we were watching a trailer for Top Gun, and that game, that movie, I loved that movie. I absolutely loved that movie. Well, when it was, what year was that? 1995 or something? I don't remember. It was so long ago, and I absolutely loved that movie. Tom Cruise hasn't aged a bit. But
he's got that money. You don't age when you got money, homie.
No.
Look at Pharrell.
Stem cell research is what it is.
Jennifer Aniston, she's 60. She looks like she's 30.
That's true. Yeah. No, but him and Denzel Washington never aged as well. My goodness. Man looks like he's in his 20s or 30s.
Yeah. No, he looks really good. Yeah. Denzel Washington looks really good. Pharrell looks really good. Jennifer Aniston looks
Pharrell, good. Yeah. Oh my God. Pharrell's super old. I forgot about that.
Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Will Smith.
You can't forget about Will Smith.
He's aging I don't know, man.
He ages well. But the whole point of me, I guess, kind of bringing this up, was more or less Top Gun just kind of waited way too long. I lost the excitement for it. And I don't know how well this movie's going to do. And I understand that there's a ton of people that are excited about Top Gun. But I honestly think that they waited too long to release this movie. And I don't know why. I don't know if Tom Cruise wasn't in or what. Or I don't know. But I'm not interested. I watched the trailer, and I used to be so excited about Top Gun. Now I watch the trailer, I'm like, I don't know if I can see that.
I know, and they keep showing these cool scenes. The scenes are cool, man. They're showing us these planes doing the neat, cool stuff
vertically.
Yeah, all that cool stuff. Nah.
Dogfighting.
If I wanted to do that, yeah. Today's lesson: dogfighting. All right, man, get out of here with all that. If I wanted to do jet stuff, I would just VR. VR's got Ace Combat 5.
Oh,
where you fly a jet.
Did you see Flight Simulator, the new one, like the
For Microsoft? Like Microsoft?
Did you hear about? Yeah, they plan to incorporate like Google Maps, and they make it.
I did hear about that. Yeah,
that's insanity. I need to get it then. I have to. I have to get it. I heard it looks gorgeous, or it's supposed to like pull in like everything that's on the like Google Maps. Like they're going to try to pull it into this game. And like the mountains, trees, lines, and stuff. Unreal. I don't know how they're going to plan on doing this. How far it renders.
Have to be on. You have to be on internet the whole time. I guarantee it. You're going to have to be connected to the internet to play this game so it can load the maps fast. I mean, we're in the age now of streaming 4K video games.
Oh yeah, can you imagine
frames per second?
I say, what would be the because like Red Dead, the world's huge, and it was like 104 gigs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Flight Simulator, if it's going to render like the world in general,
775 gigs.
How far does it go? I don't know. I have to read into it. I just get far ahead of myself, I guess.
We'll figure it out, man. We should make that. We should start doing notes for things we talk about in the podcast that we don't know that we want to talk about in the next podcast.
Yeah,
that's a backstage comment. That's
yeah. I need
behind the
to
scenes
catch up 'cause I
comment.
always forget this stuff, man. I did see that Zero Dawn is actually coming out. Horizon Zero Dawn is actually coming out the PC.
Yeah, man, that took long enough. I'm waiting for the next one.
Right?
When's the next one coming out? I need the next one. Have you played Zero Dawn?
Yes. No, I haven't dived like huge. Like I played the first like couple hours, but I haven't like really dove into the game.
It's amazing.
It was a really great game though.
Yeah. No, the storyline of that game is sick. I want another one.
I know, and it's sad, but it sucks that they're just coming out now with a PC version. I do want another one. Maybe that's what they're ramping up for. I don't know.
Maybe.
You know, it's possible.
It's been a long time though, man. That game. I remember when they talked. I don't remember what year, but it was like they talked about the game. It was like years until we got it. And we got it. It was amazing, and now they're waiting even more years to put it on PC. So,
I don't know, man. It's just they kind of just. I feel like they kind of like what they did with Red Dead Redemption. I know they waited a lot longer for them to actually put Horizon Zero Dawn out there on PC, but it's kind of, I guess it kind of like ties in with Top Gun. Like, why wait so long is the question. Like, it was a great game. It was well received by the fans. So like, why wait so long? And I don't know the answer to that question.
Who did? I can't remember. Do you remember who did the Horizon? Was it? I think it was Square Enix, wasn't it?
You might be right, actually. I don't know.
I think it was Square Enix, so I'm sure they had 100 billion other things they were working on.
Probably other games, yeah.
When are we getting... We talked about Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
When are we getting it? Did we find out? Do we remember? I don't remember. Dude, we need to put a big calendar back here. I know there's a thing. We need to put a big calendar back here.
Yeah.
Days are coming out.
Yeah, man, there's so much, like, so many things that just been announced recently. Like, what was... the Video Game Awards.
Yeah.
They just announced about the new Xbox.
The new
Project
Xbox,
Scarlet.
Probably
which
is just going to be called Xbox Series X. Well, they said they're just carrying on the Xbox name. And then the different series are going to be for the different models. So technically they could have similar how they already did, man, Xbox S and Xbox X. Yeah. But they're calling it Xbox and then Series S or Series X. I don't know. It's going to be... I'm just still standing by. All I know is it don't have no VR in it, and so it ain't getting bought by me.
It's sad. I still think that's the reason why it's going to lose the console wars. I really do feel like that. If they don't commit, I feel like... I mean, like, I understand, yes, exclusivity, and their games, they're going to have, like, Halo Infinite, but still... Like, VR is a huge part.
Think about Halo in VR, bro. With the gun control.
I don't even know if they could do Halo in VR. It's just way too much. I get so sick.
I feel about it, bro.
I mean, it doesn't mean that no one else could, but I would totally do it. But no. But I think that
that'd be cool, right?
Oh, yeah, that would be actually
really sick. How sick would that be?
That'd
be awesome.
Did you see some of the things that they're coming out with in general? Like, did you see the way it looks, though?
No. The Xbox itself?
It's like a tower.
Yeah, it's like a tower. You said so to the fans, to the followers, I know I wasn't here on the last podcast, and then I'm coming in on this one a little short on my notes. I got some different things going on in this season of life that has kind of taken me away from the video games. But soon I will be back in my gaming self and being able to, like, I actually can't believe that I missed the Video Game Awards. I didn't get a chance to see it, bro. Like, life is happening all around us.
Dude, it really is. But it's a shame. You need to start gaming again, man.
Oh, I mean,
in that good mood.
Yeah, I do. I can't believe I haven't played. I talked about it for months, and I haven't played Jedi Fallen Order yet. I haven't beaten it. I haven't gotten it. I haven't.
Dang, man.
Yeah, man.
That game is fun, though.
Dude, it's holidays. I work in retail, man. It's like I've got any time. All my shifts are all 10 hours now, bro. Like 10-hour shifts only. With customers that just want discounts off of more discounts off of discounted stuff. Discounts on discounts.
Have you played Outlast before?
Outlast.
It's a horror game. Like you've never played like Outlast, single player horror game. Really creepy.
Okay. I played Condemned 1 and 2. Played Resident Evil. I played that.
Resident Evil 3.
Rush for Blood.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever played Rush for Blood.
Resident Evil actually.
They're remaking it?
Yeah. They're remaking it, and the actual release date is April 3rd.
Oh, man.
I'm excited about it, though.
Yeah.
They're remaking all the Resident. Why not make all the Resident Evils? I'm okay with that. Looks awesome. Like I understand the storyline. I know the storyline very well. They did a really good job with. They made a ton of money with Resident Evil, the remake for the second one. I think they just hit a record or something like that of selling the games or something like that. I just saw something like briefly when I was looking over stuff, but they did really good on that set, like for selling that game. Mm-hmm. So why not do the third one and
the fourth one and then the fifth one?
Yeah. So
the sixth one. I like the sixth one. The sixth one was cool. I played that. I like the co-op kind of.
I was gonna say I like the co-op version. I think fifth too, right? I don't know.
But 6 was cool, and then 7. I played 7 during Halloween. I bought it because it was Halloween, and that VR for that one is intense, really intense. Scariest game ever.
But the reason why I brought Outlast is because they're actually making a VR experience, which is called the Outlast Trials. So this is just basically saying that they're going to do a nice VR. And you get like a VR game for Outlast. It has the Outlast feel, the horror feel. You're going to be scared, but you get to also play it as a co-op. Like you get to play with your friends, so you don't have to be scared alone. Technically, I'm happy about that because let me tell you, Outlast had me freaking out.
Did it?
Oh yeah, it was so creepy.
Nice.
I don't do too well with horror games. I'm not gonna lie. That's because every time because in real life, like obviously you turn around for a second and then the game will render something literally right behind you at the weirdest points and you're just like, oh god, okay. Well, that's not something.
You know, it's cool though. So let's come back a little bit. Half-Life Alyx. Valve has already announced what they think they're going to put their next endeavors into.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. You saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're talking about VR horror games again in Left 4 Dead, and they're going to do that. And I am super stoked. So for you guys out there that haven't played Left 4 Dead, you need to play Left 4 Dead because that is a staple game.
It's doing spot on for that one, yeah.
You have to play it. It's such a great game. I loved Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. But they're doing it in VR, so it's going to be a brand new experience playing that. Can you imagine there's like zombies and just spitters and jockeys, just like those.
The Witch.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sneaking up on the Witch
with that Witch
in
man.
VR.
Oh, that Witch.
Her just screaming and her just clawing. I'm gonna fall over if she knocks me out. If she knocks me over in the game, I'm gonna fall over.
I gotta maybe sit down, man.
Yeah, no, I have to play that game sitting down. There's no other way.
Dude, I told you about that Rush for Blood game that I got, the one where you're on a roller coaster shooting zombies.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But we're past that now, man. It's all about Christmas. And is there an I Am Santa Claus game?
No.
Probably not, huh?
But how cool would that be? Just jumping down chimneys, throwing some presents at kids.
Eating cookies and drinking milk.
Oh, can you imagine? You remember like Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, man. I literally yesterday had on Nightmare Before Christmas socks to work.
Yeah,
I had dress socks that are Nightmare Before Christmas.
Can you imagine playing like a game that something like that? Like instead of you being like you're like the anti-Santa Claus.
The anti-Santa?
Yeah, like
the Grinch?
Well, I guess so. But
look at that. Got you.
No, but I'm saying like...
I'm sorry. I thought that was good.
It was good. But it could make a Grinch game, but it'd be cooler if it was like Jack Skellington. Because he was the anti-Santa Claus. He like snuck presents that like attacked children into the houses.
He also kidnapped Santa Claus and put him down with the...
Oogie Boogie? Oogie Boogie?
Yeah, dude. What a classic movie. You know, I actually didn't watch it over Halloween. I'm going to have to watch it. I need to watch it like in the next couple of days.
I
say that I'm not going to watch it. Life is too busy right now for me to sit down and watch that movie.
Yeah, don't lie to these people.
I'm sorry.
No, but I loved that movie, man. I can sing all the songs. It's sad.
Yeah, dude. Who was
Jack's Laments.
Who was it? I think it was Metallica. I think Metallica redid. They redid a couple of their songs, or they might have
Manson did.
Yeah, they have a whole Christmas album they have a whole Night Before Christmas album that's remixed by a bunch of artists, and like
really
Metallica was on there. I think Skrillex was one of the things that was on there.
Skrillex.
When
was this done?
Who did you say? You said someone else.
Oh,
Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Monroe.
I'm sorry. I was just reading a thing about that about the whole JFK and Marilyn Monroe thing. I did have a.
Yeah, whatever.
What else you got, man?
Dude, Cyberpunk. So I always want to talk about Cyberpunk.
Please.
So they did a thing that they actually put out a bundle that you can buy, like what's the next level above just the normal game? I can't remember what's called.
Like the deluxe pack or the director's cut?
Yeah, whatever that is. They did that for Cyberpunk, and they had it available on Amazon from what I understand, and they put a picture of the things that it actually comes with. And if you can see right here, I'm going to show you this. But if you look very carefully at the picture, they have like a map on there, and people believe that's or it could be possibly the map that's going to be in Cyberpunk for one of the cities. So people are really going off that, and they're really excited. And the city looks it's supposed to be such a dense city. So I mean, that's not really huge news, but anything comes out of Cyberpunk world, man, I want to talk about it.
What else did it come with, though? It's got an art book. It looks like it's got some stickers.
I don't really know. I don't remember, to be honest. But I'm probably gonna buy the deluxe version.
Of course, dude, you have to buy the deluxe.
I do. I've been talking about this game for way too long.
Okay, so can I ask you though? Are you going to rent it first and play it, and then say
so?
Because remember, we talked about a lot of like how let down we were. How not let down, but how.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna dive right into this game. No joke. Just gonna buy it, but. It's funny that you mentioned rent, because I am severely upset because Redbox is no longer going to rent video games come next year. So starting in 2020, Redbox is not going to rent or not allow you to rent video games.
Did they say why?
Just not lucrative enough for them.
Is GameFly still a thing?
Yeah, GameFly. It's like $15 though per month.
Is it unlimited games?
No, I think it's. If I remember correctly, I was looking into this when this went down. I'm like, I gotta figure out something. So I looked at GameFly. I'm pretty sure it's like something close to $12 for one disc and $16 for two. You can take two at a time per month.
It's like the old. Isn't that how Netflix was when it first came out?
Yeah.
You would rent. Netflix was to send you DVDs in the mail.
Yeah.
And then eventually it started being streaming, and now they don't send DVDs anymore. You just have to stream.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for a rental service through streaming platforms such as like Google Stadia. Do something. You're already out. So
I was about to say Sega Channel. Sega, come back.
Give
us the Sega Channel
games,
again,
man. I don't know. I'm super sad because a lot of the policies anymore, like if I were to play. Say Death Stranding and it be on Steam, or I know it's not possible, but it was a terrible example. Let me think of a game that can act like Jedi Fallen Order. I know you can get that on the Epic Game Store.
Okay.
So if you got that game, you can't return it. If you play 2 hours of it on Steam, like a game on Steam, you can't return it. After 2 hours, you can't return it. So. If you dive into a game by accident, it's not good. You can't return it.
Okay, cool.
And that's even you just keeping the game on because I left the game on and then went to the store real fast, came back, and like I wasn't even playing it, but it was
running.
Yeah. And I tried to explain it to Steam, and they didn't want to hear it. So
yeah, it's just whatever. Here's another one.
I don't know. It's. I'm not worried about it, but. Did you ever play PUBG?
Yes.
Did you like PUBG?
It was alright. I like the concept of PUBG. I think that PUBG did it better than. People are gonna hate me. I think PUBG did it better than Fortnite.
I think you think it's probably more realistic.
Yeah,
I wasn't good at the building aspect of Fortnite, and that doesn't mean I don't like Fortnite. Fortnite was fun.
What's the other one? Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Actually, to tell you the truth, what's the Call of Duty one? There's a Call of Duty one that plays similar to this.
Well, yeah, there's Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
And then you do the same kind of concept as PUBG, right?
Yeah,
that was the one.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, I played that one. I think that actually might be the one that I like. No, PUBG was good. No, I like PUBG. PUBG's my best. Yes,
PUBG. That's actually
when they came out with it mobily and free. It's like what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Call of Duty. Apparently, the mobile version of Call of Duty right now, it's out. They're actually doing really well. So I'm sure that's going to be. I know that League of Legends is actually going to be launching on mobile as well. So I think this is a new wave of things that are coming, but. The only reason why I really brought up PUBG is because the makers of PUBG are actually coming out with a game called Prologue.
Okay.
And I don't know anything about it, and no one knows anything about it. But I saw the trailer for it, and basically they're trying to do something like completely different for their realm that they're in. They basically ended up saying or ended up showing just like a forest. And you're like in first person, you kind of just see the forest for what it is, and it's really windy, it's stormy outside, and there's a bolt of lightning and stuff. It just looks different. There's a lot of detail to it. You got to check out the trailer. It's really strange.
Okay.
Like I can't explain it, but it's interesting to see them take a new approach to a game, and I'm wondering what it's about. I honestly don't know. So, but I like PUBG, so I'm actually going to really keep my ear to the ground when it comes to this game. I really want to see what they do with it because I'm interested. I really am.
I guess we'll stay tuned.
Because when it's so vague in general, like when they describe a game or when they show a game and you don't know what's going on, but it looks interesting. That keeps my attention instead of just announcing it like the I Am Jesus Christ game. Like if I saw the trailer, I was like, I'm not really. They didn't really show anything to this, so I really don't know what's going on. I really want to know.
Yeah, you just hold your hands up like this and fish come out of it. Okay.
Yeah, that's not Prologue.
Cool. Yeah, man. We'll have to keep our eyes out for it.
Yeah, I want to really take a look into this, and I know that really wasn't much news, but it's out there now.
It's a game that, it's just.
Well, not the game's not out there. Sorry, the trailer is out there. Is what I'm referring to. I didn't want to be taken out of context, but like everyone's like, "Hey, Prologue, the game's out. We got to check it out." No, it's just the trailer, it's the vague trailer that they show. Mm-hmm. So, but I did get to see that Riot Games kind of was really going in on their new approach to video games. There's Project A, which is that first-person shooter, kind of like Counter-Strike mixed with like a little bit of Overwatch because they have special abilities. So that was something they talked about a while back. I think it's Project A, if I remember correctly.
Was that the one we were watching where it was the first-person shooter, like Counter-Strike-esque?
Yes.
And they were running around, and then like that one dude like threw his hand up, and it was like a big like line of like green fire or whatever.
Yeah. That one.
That game looks sick. The concepts in that game, and I think the strategies behind, like, you see a character and you know what this character's abilities are, so you throw a shield because you learn how people play and like the different, right? So like you see this character and you automatically throw a shield and they throw that kind of green fire at you, and then like you move. Like, dude, I like that concept. It's you have to be very strategic on top of fast paced moving around, jumping,
and it's not just the traditional like first person shooter.
Yeah,
so. Kind of adds a thing, but that's not really what I was going to talk about. No, you're fine. Like I'm excited about this game just as much as you are. It's something I've been waiting for a while. Something different, something kind of like a first-person shooter that kind of throws something different to the to the idea of it. So but Riot kind of made Riot Forge, which is a studio that they get to develop their games, and basically they actually are coming out with Ruined King, which is a game that's actually supposedly supposed to be an RPG that's set in the realm of the League of Legends universe. So I got to see a trailer. It's still it's like a vague trailer again, but it's actually pretty exciting. I got back into League recently, and I've been playing it quite a bit. So just the idea of Riot Games actually doing something in the realm of League of Legends is exciting for me.
So you're saying that, like, if you're a League of Legends fan, and you've played League of Legends and you play Ruined King, that you could potentially run into characters that you see in League of Legends?
I would assume so, yeah.
See, I don't know, you would see places that you go in League of Legends because it's in that time frame, but it doesn't play necessarily the same way as League of Legends does?
Yeah, I don't think it will play the same way as League of Legends. I just think that it's going to revolve around the main characters of League of Legends. And there's not really main characters, but like there's staple characters that everyone knows and kind of loves. So I'm wondering if they're going to use them throughout the game.
So, but as you progress in League of Legends and as you play the game, do we have a timeline on League of Legends? So, like, is this RPG take place at a certain time before?
Like, you're talking about pre-League of Legends, like,
that's
characters?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Post?
Like, where do we know where we drop in on the League of Legends?
No, all I know is it's just in the same universe as, like, League of Legends is happening. So it should throw in characters, or they will have ability. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out. Like, there's so much stuff going on in the gaming world. I didn't have a really huge chance to read about it, but, all I know is it's happening in the same universe as League of Legends.
That's what's up. I'm down.
No, I'm excited about it because I haven't played League of Legends for a while. I took a break, and then I started playing it again, and I got really into the characters again. It was actually really exciting. So, have you ever played League of Legends?
I told you about the flash drive I found.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did tell me that. So you need to play League of Legends just to give.
I have it on a flash drive that I found in the mud.
Well, I don't know if I would technically load that into your computer. But
could be a trap.
Well, you can download it for free because League of Legends is free.
Oh, perfect. Is it on? Did I see it on PlayStation 4?
It's coming to the consoles. I'm not sure when. I know that the Ride also announced that, so it is coming to the consoles. I just don't remember when they're supposed to be doing this because it still hasn't come out for mobile yet, and it's in the store right now. I believe, like, you can see it there, but it says it's coming soon. So I don't know when it's supposed to launch either. So.
I guess we'll find it out. Figure it out. We'll get it. What else? What have we got? Fortnite. We were just talking about Fortnite and Battle Royale, dude, with Star Wars.
Yeah,
they gave everyone like a lightsaber for watching the trailer.
Yeah, no.
Did you told me?
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. So, League of Legends is actually League of Legends. Jeez, I'm still on League of Legends.
Oh my gosh, relax. Next.
Fortnite is something that they really do well with throwing things into Fortnite to get people to go in. Like a while back, they did a show with Marshmello in it that if you went into Fortnite at a certain time, you get to listen to a free concert that Marshmello performed, which is a neat concept. And then there was also Marshmello skins that you can get. You can get, like, just like Marshmello, you have the helmet and things like that. So it was neat, and now they are actually trying to tie in Star Wars. So, Rise of the Skywalker actually had some footage. You get to sit there in Fortnite and actually watch it in Fortnite. And it's a different trailer that you haven't seen before. So anyone that was a part of that actually got a lightsaber. So
that's awesome. That is perfect marketing.
Yeah, it is.
They're using. Not saying that Star Wars isn't for everyone, but I would say the majority of people that play Fortnite are probably Star Wars fans. Like, just because it's kind of like that nerdy. There's nothing wrong with being. I'm wearing a Zelda shirt. Nothing wrong with being a nerd, but I would just say that, like, they're not showing trailers for, I don't know, other kind of movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're showing Star Wars because it's kind of right up the line of like that kind of nerdy space kind of. I don't know. I think it's
a smart marketing technique.
I think it's amazing marketing.
Because say that your parents never showed you Star Wars and you never got into it because there was
Don't say that.
I know, right? There was a gap in between time in which there were no new Star Wars movies being made, and to get everyone that does play Fortnite to go into Fortnite just to see a trailer so they know about Star Wars, they know what to expect from the movie, they can get excited about the movie, they'll probably go, I'm not going to say they'll probably go and see it, but I mean, the percentage of people that probably will go see just because, hey, it was in Fortnite is going to be staggering.
And I think, I think it just plays right into. I see where you're coming with that. Star Wars is maybe marketed more towards the older generation. This is more of a way of getting the newer generation. Is that kind of where?
Yeah. So like, if you think about the people that do play Fortnite, there's a large mix of ages that play Fortnite. Mm-hmm. We're talking about old and young. So. Getting the youngins into Star Wars is a great idea.
It's the younglings. That's
the way to do it.
The younglings. Come on. That's a Star Wars reference.
The Padawans?
No, that's a Star Wars. The younglings. Remember?
Yes,
Episode 3,
yes.
He kills the younglings.
Oh, talking about Star Wars, did you see The Mandalorian?
You keep asking me. I'm sorry. Again, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life now.
That's right.
Not allowing me to sit down and watch hours of movies and TV shows.
You didn't see the new episode of The Mandalorian, but I will tell you, and I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but this is the first episode while I sit there and actually watch The Mandalorian. Mando does not actually get saved by somebody else. He does it all on him.
All by his lonesome, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
For once. And they had a really funny, like, comedic relief kind of part. I believe Bill Burr was, you know Bill Burr? He was in it.
Yeah.
He was like a main character in it.
Really?
Yes. Which is really funny. So if people don't know, Bill Burr,
funny.
I'm pretty sure it was him. If it's not, then I'm severely mistaken, but.
If it's not Bill Burr and you're not 18 or older, do not go watch Bill Burr.
Yeah, but he's a funny, really funny comedian, and I was excited to see him in there. But there was also not only his comedic relief in there, but there was also Baby Yoda's comedic relief, which is kind of funny.
I keep seeing the memes for Baby Yoda everywhere. I can't open my Facebook or my Instagram or my Snapchat without seeing Baby Yoda.
But they started making Baby Yoda things.
Yeah, it's a thing now. It's a thing.
They even have Funko Pops of Baby Yoda. My goodness, you know that it's a huge thing when there's Funko Pops being made of Baby Yoda.
There's a Funko Pop of you, man. We have our own Funko Pop. We have our own Funko Pops.
Oh
now.
Yeah.
There's
supposedly
the Pescador and the Max Funko Pop.
I probably look weird. No, if some kid saw me.
Terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. If someone saw me, they'd be like, "What's this weird person doing there on a Funko Pop?"
It says Rad Gaming Podcast, though. The Rad Gaming Podcast with your host.
If anyone is affiliated with Funko Pops that is listening to this, please, by all means, make me a Funko Pop.
That'd be sick.
It'd be like
I want one too, though.
The Office when Dwight gets his own bobblehead, but I'll get a Funko Pop version of it, so I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I'm excited for this movie, though, man. Rise of the Skywalker. Like, we're getting there.
Oh, we gotta go see it. We are gonna go see it.
We already planned it. Like when you get back from your thing, we're gonna hit the movie theater.
No, but I you haven't seen I didn't see last Sunday's episode. Did I?
Rick and Morty?
Yeah, no. Rick and Morty. One of the last seasons was about a dragon. I don't know if you saw that one.
Nope, dude. My life is not my life.
So
right now.
The episode with the dragon, I'm not gonna ruin it, but. It's Rick and Morty again. And I'm so excited. I know I've been down about Rick and Morty the last couple episodes. I'm just like, it seems like they're really trying, but this episode really brought me back to the old Rick and Morty. Like, it's a funny adventure that Rick and Morty go on, and it's just hilarious. It's literally over the top, but it's so funny. It's a great episode of Rick and Morty. Like, I would watch this one again and again and again. It was hilarious. It was well done, well thought out. I actually really liked it. But
yeah, man. I was actually gonna wear my Rick and Morty shirt tonight, but I realized
I have.
No, I hadn't been watching. Life isn't the same, and so.
I mean, life isn't the same.
Dude, right there. We got to talk about it. Free Guy the movie.
Yes. Free Guy.
So, for those of you that haven't seen the trailer, this is about a non-playable character in a online video game. It's portrayed in the sense of you actually see it. So live action, but the world around him is a video game. Similar to, it's not even similar to Ready Player One. I can't even think of what what's that movie with Will Ferrell where he's like walking down the street and can hear the book author announcing his life? No, it's not even similar to that. Have you seen the movie I'm talking about?
I don't know if I have.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, we're talking Ryle Reynolds coming back and playing a funny character where he's a non-playable character in a video game. So when you're running around in Grand Theft Auto, he's just one of the bystanders, right? He's just one of the bystanders while you're blowing up stuff.
That you're like running over or
that's who he is. And then one day he decides to fight back against one of the characters, kills him, picks up their glasses, which would be the heads-up display, like the hub that you get on video games. Yeah. And now he's in the game trying to, we don't truly know what he's trying to accomplish at the end of it. But we understand that he becomes the new hero, the free guy. And this movie looks so funny, man.
And it's great because it's Ryan Reynolds, so you get the same comedic relief that you got Deadpool. So just like hearing some of his comments.
I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
that was a weird noise. Can you do that again, please? Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's my way of interrupting without it being super interrupting.
I mean, that was pretty super interrupting. I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead though. What?
No, you're right. You're completely. I was going to let you finish. I'm going to let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Yeah, okay, there you go. That's what no, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, when you say that you get the same kind of comedic relief that you get from Deadpool, I don't agree. Because this is being done by Disney.
It's 20th Century Fox.
Oh, I thought we said it was Disney.
It said brought the same, so if you look at the production companies, it says 20th Century Fox.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, same comedic relief that you get. Although I didn't hear really anything bad.
No. It's not like, I guess it's, let me rephrase it. So it's really witty. Like, it's snappy comebacks.
I agree.
It's going to be more kid friendly, I would assume. Mm-hmm. But, you still get, it's not going to be terrible. It's not going to drop, like the F-bombs and but, I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds. He's really snappy and, really like witty comebacks and stuff. I'm excited to see it.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
She's like, is that a Glock? And he's like, no. That's two.
Yeah.
Just like really funny thing. Just Ryan Reynolds. Just being Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, very, very much so.
So, I know we're getting off the topic hugely on video games, but that's fine. And you showed me a trailer for a Superman movie that you were excited about, or a Superman cartoon that you're excited about.
Yeah, man. So I'll always stand by. So yeah, we'll dive into this a little bit. So Marvel completely took the live action part of superheroes. When you think of a superhero movie, I guarantee if you say, hey, name a superhero movie, most people are going to say something that has to do with Marvel. One of the Marvel movies.
Yeah. Because DC went away almost.
Right.
In a sense. Like
so DC, they're having their whole thing with who's going to play. I think Henry Cavill still wants to play Superman, though. I read a thing where he was saying, like, there's still a lot of parts of that character that he wants to explore. And it was, I don't know. I'm really hoping that he stays because I thought he did really well as Superman. However, they're having kind of their battles, and we haven't really seen any DC movies lately, and all of this stuff. But DC crushes the animated movies. I don't know if have you watched any of the DC animated movies? I've seen that's one thing that I've seen.
Did you see Into the Spider-Verse? Because it was animated and it was really good.
Yeah, no, that's a phenomenal movie. Yeah, absolutely. I love that movie.
If you haven't seen it, go see.
I mean, if you haven't seen,
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's called Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
It's on Netflix.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's going to be on the Disney.
I'm pretty sure I watched it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, no, it's great.
3 times. 4 times.
I love the Peter Parker from the different dimension with the way he acts. But what I'm saying is that when it comes to the animated movies, DC has it, man. Like Superman versus the Elite, Superman, Black Adam, Shazam versus Black Adam, the Batman movies, the Flashpoint. Like, I don't know if you've seen all of these. Huh?
Did you see they're doing another Shazam?
I did not, but I'm waiting for it. Like, I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah. I'm super pumped. Sorry.
They actually did really well with the Shazam movie as well.
Shazam was awesome.
The live action Shazam was actually really well.
I didn't like the Batman vs Superman. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really care for that movie.
It was dumb when he said, "Why'd you say that name? That's the name of my mother." Okay, we're best friends. That was stupid. That was dumb. But when it comes to the animated movies, DC crushes it. Right. And now we have the Red Sun, which is based on the old graphic novels, man, of the Superman coming, but instead of landing in Kansas, he lands in Russia. And so he grows up Russian, and we still get to see Diana. We still get to see Batman coming into the picture. Superman he's not necessarily like, eventually he becomes that good guy again because they think that he's trying to take over like the Western Europe.
The Batman with the traditional Russian like cap, like the fuzzy.
Yeah, man, it's all part of it.
It's great. I just love seeing it.
It's awesome.
Funny to me.
It's gonna be great, dude. So I'm really, really excited about seeing that. I haven't seen the other one, The Reign of the Supermen. I need to see that one. That was the last one that came out, or one of the last ones that came out. There's also Batman Hush that came out recently.
There's a lot of
there's so good
nerdy movies that are coming out.
Dude, DC crushes the animated movies. They crush. They're amazing.
And I know this is a different vein because this is back to Marvel Universe. But did you see the new Black Widow trailer? So there's a movie.
I haven't seen the trailer, but I heard that the movie was coming out.
Yeah.
But there was just a new Wonder Woman movie too. There's a new Wonder Woman trailer out too.
See, dude, I can't keep up with all these things.
Mm-hmm. That's the next one that's going to come up.
Is it? Yeah, because I know that the Black Widow is coming. Like the movie's coming out. I want to say in the summer. Dude, I can't keep track. There's so many movies. But so Black Widow, the trailer looked funny, good. It looked good and funny. There was a part where Black Widow goes back and she's greeted by her family member. I can't remember if it was her sister or something like that. But they had a square, they squared off in the middle of this a house or apartment, and it was just both assassins going at it. It was awesome.
Nice.
And then they pick up their uncle and some family members to fight with. Dude, it was pretty epic, and I'm excited to see it because it looks really interesting, and I'm really excited to see from her point of view.
Yeah, we haven't had an origin story for her yet. This
no,
is her
we
origin
haven't.
Story.
Yeah,
this is gonna be her. This is gonna be, and I'm excited about the next Wonder Woman movie. Man, it shows her flying through the air with her, and all you can really see is her bright yellow lasso. Sick, sexy, man. Wonder Woman's it's my chick, bro. Some Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I never. You're probably gonna. I thought the first Wonder Woman movie was all right. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, not at all. It was great.
I wouldn't go as far as saying great. I think it was good.
No, it was great. Say it was great.
I agree. No,
say it was.
It wasn't.
Say it was great.
No, I am not. But no, no, I enjoyed it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, man. I'm pumped, dude. I'm excited.
There's so many movies out, so many things. But I know we didn't really touch upon this, and I really wanted to kind of go back to it. And there's no way of transitioning nicely to this.
That's all right.
But the Xbox Series X, look for it. We didn't really. We kind of glossed over it.
Yeah, we did.
Do you like the tower look?
Yes. I do like the tower look.
You do?
If it's not super towery. So, for those of you watching, if we're talking this compact,
yeah.
Good. If we're talking two of these.
So, I saw a picture of the height of it compared to a banana. And a normal banana is about 3/4 the length of, or the height of the Xbox Series X if it stood up, the banana.
Mm-hmm.
So there's banana, maybe 1/4, maybe 1/2 the other, another banana, you would reach the same height.
So two bananas height?
No, it would be a banana and a half, maybe a banana and 1/4. A banana and 1/4. It's hard to say.
Banana and 1/4.
Yeah, it's a really weird unit of measurement.
Sounds like a rock band. Yo, up next, banana and 1/4.
That is a great name, or a gamer tag. Banana 1/4.
That is a good one. No one would ever know what it means. Yo, shout out to whoever gets banana and 1/4 as their gamer tag. If you can land that
take
one,
a picture of that and send it to us.
Hit us up. We'll do something. We will do something for you. Hit us up. I don't know what we'll do, but hit us up if you get banana and 1/4 as your gamer tag.
That'd be awesome. No, but it doesn't seem like it's that big, and I'm excited about the design and the look because I'm so tired of the same look for it lying down. You know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of the flat console. It's so neat to see we're going to a different generation, We're talking about 4K. We're talking about crazy game, graphics and games in general. And we get a different look to a console. I'm excited about it. It looks like it's a PC tower. But it will stink putting it underneath things that have very low clearances.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there'll be the option to turn it on its side or not.
I don't know, because you can always turn the PS4 or the Xbox One on.
Xbox 360 too.
Technically, you could. Yeah, so maybe.
Can the PS4 do that? Right now?
PS4 Pro? Yeah, they have the stands that you can buy them on.
Can you? I don't know. Mine's flat underneath mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I have flat. Mine's flat. So it just saves more space, in my opinion. But I guess we kind of just talked about that a little bit. But I saw a lot of comments. People are comparing it to a lot of things. They had it looking like SpongeBob. They had like skins for it and stuff, and people were really digging into it, and that's fine. I mean, to each their own. And I like both Xbox, PC, and PS, anything with consoles. Like, I like them all. They're like, there's nothing wrong with them. They have exclusive games. I like the exclusive games for Xbox, for PlayStation. I like PC probably the best out of all of them, but that's just my humble opinion. But dude, it's nice to see a nice, like, a little break from the traditional look and feel of a console. Yeah, I'm excited.
And they're also gearing it more towards I think that computer look, that tower look that you get from a computer. Because think about this, man. Now you're a gamer, and now you have the ability to buy a computer desk, and where your tower would be, you can just fit your game console, have a monitor up top, and you can run it that way.
I mean, it is Microsoft, so for them to use the same kind of technique they've used in, like, you know, or kind of the same feel that they've always been accustomed to with PCs in general. I mean, so I don't know. I like the new change and new look because it's something different. Like, just think about the GameCube when it came out. Mm-hmm. It was so different. It was just a box, like a small box, and the discs were extremely tiny, which did stink. I'm not gonna lie.
Terrible.
That part I wasn't excited about, but
terrible. Yeah.
And the controller?
I like the Dreamcast, bro. I always go back to the Dreamcast. I love the Dreamcast. It wasn't too big. You turned it on. The controller was so funky, but like once you were actually playing the games, it was good. Yeah. Like I love that. And it was compact. It was a little compact little system, man.
So I have a question for you. If there's anything,
shoot, I got an answer for you, homie.
So I really liked the controller for the Xbox. Just the Xbox in general. Not the original Xbox, but I did like it for Xbox One. It was amazing. It felt amazing. Like, the way that they designed it, my favorite controller, hands down. I do not like the PS4 or any of the PlayStation controllers. Okay. I grew up on PlayStation before I had original Xbox, but the original Xbox felt better in my hand, and as time progressed, they even got better. Okay. So my question is to you, do you like the controller for PlayStation better than the Xbox, or the Xbox better than PlayStation?
Oh, man.
That's a huge thing. People talk about it all the time. I just want to get it out there so we can fight about more things than just me saying that I didn't really care about the Wonder Woman movie. It was all right. Yeah, I know. So we'll fight later. It's fine.
I'm a huge PlayStation fan, but I've played all the consoles. I'm going to have to go with the Joy-Con, bro. What? Just a singular Joy-Con.
No, like the old school, like arcade kind of.
No, the Joy-Con from the Switch.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I used a joystick for a second.
I have one of those. I have one of those for NES. Dude, we gotta set up all my stuff back here. Anyways, I think I like PlayStation better. I think I like the PlayStation controller better. Right out of the box, I feel like it fits in the palm of my hands well. I have played so the Xbox One Elite controller.
I've yet to get my hands on it, but I really want to.
That controller feels awesome. That controller feels amazing.
Did you get a hold of it somehow?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I got friends in places, bro. I also work where I work, and we have one on display if you literally just want to swing in and walk to the Xbox aisle.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, it's there. You can just go and put your hands on it.
I want to put my hands on it. Just because it's just so customizable, like everything, absolutely everything, even just the way that the touch and feel of the trigger.
But they have the same thing for PlayStation.
I know that, but I'm saying I love the Xbox controller.
It's just a little bit fatter. The ergonomic, fatter. I guess for bigger hands. I mean, my hands are massive. Like, I don't know if you've seen my hands, but I guess for like
bananas for fingers, you can measure the Xbox.
I can measure the Xbox. I defaulted. I'm sorry. That's just what I do. I guess for bigger hands, though, the Xbox controller does feel. No, I like the PlayStation controller. I like PlayStation 4 controller.
Disappointing.
Final decision. You haven't even seen Wonder Woman, so I don't want to hear it.
I have seen Wonder Woman. I just don't think that it was that amazing of a movie. It was good. Don't get me wrong. DC
what? I'm literally wearing a Superman patch.
I'm saying like it's probably one of the best DC movies.
That's fair. Aquaman. I think Aquaman was.
I never saw Aquaman though, and I know that you're going to be excited about that. So.
Seriously, everyone needs to stop trashing on. You got to remember what we're talking about when we talk about superheroes. We're literally talking about people with super extraordinary abilities that are saving the world.
I just haven't. And people are like,
"Oh, I don't Superman because he can fly." I'm like, dude, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, what? No. I just haven't got around to seeing Aquaman. I just haven't had a chance to.
It's really good. Jason Momoa, you can tell that he puts a lot into what he does, and it's a really good.
I like Jason Momoa, I do, and
Blind.
You mean C?
Oh, C.
Where he's blind and C. That was a good one though. No, but C is for those who don't know, C is a series for Apple streaming service. And it's Jason Momoa, starring Jason Momoa. He's the main character, and their entire civilization is blind, and babies are born into the world that it can actually see. I'm not 100% sure on how they can tell the babies can see, but they can see.
They can't see.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of holes that I can punch in that. I really want to know I'm just saying, like how, like I showed pictures of two tribes about to fight. How do you know if you're stabbing the right tribesman?
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, is their smell like amazing? Like they can smell the stench of their own people?
That's what they say. That's what they say.
I understand. Come on, you're telling me in a matter of seconds you're gonna make a split decision, and be like, oh, he's on our team. You know what I mean? Like, how do you know that you're swinging your
Daredevil? Yeah, Daredevil. They all had Daredevil abilities.
So is C on the premise that you can actually like tell? Like, what is their ability to see if they can't see? You know what I'm saying? Is there like their smell? Like, obviously your other senses are heightened, but I'm saying, like, is there something more to that than just like a normal like blind individual? How their senses are heightened. But, like, can they smell extraordinary smells? Like, can they really smell, like, 50 times, like, the capacity of a normal human? Like, I want to know. Like, I'm so confused.
How much have you thought about this?
Dude, a lot, apparently.
Like a 3-minute tangent. Damn, dude.
I know.
I don't know. I do not know. But I want
to know.
I'm sure you'll watch it. Hopefully, I'm in a position.
No, because I'm not going to get the Apple streaming service because I'll be honest, the content isn't there for me yet.
Not yet. What's going on with with C. We don't know what's going on yet.
I really want to know.
You gotta watch C.
I'm sure I can figure out a way to watch the episodes.
I'm sure I can.
But like, they're riding horses blind. Like, I just don't get it. I know I keep on going back to it, but it doesn't make sense to me.
And isn't it like winter? Wasn't it cold? I saw something. It looks like it's winter time. I feel like that makes being blind even worse. Man, I hope we don't have any blind listeners. I hope we do. If you're blind, do you think you could fight a battle because you could smell the person on your side?
I don't think that's possible.
That's a super fair question, and I am not taking away from anyone like that. To each their own, man. Have you ever spoken to someone who's blind?
I don't think I know anyone that is.
I feel like, but I've met people with different kinds of handicaps, and they're friends of mine. I'll ask them, what's it like? And they're like, so with someone who's blind, you'd say, what's it like to be blind? They say, I don't know what's it like to see. And you're just like, oh man, completely stumped.
Yeah.
So I throw it out there like that, like to each their own. But if you're blind, do you think you could fight a battle because you could smell the person to your left and right?
It's like it is like Daredevil in a sense, but Daredevil can like still see his like sound is like bouncing off of like almost like an echolocation for Daredevil.
Dude, good word, echolocation.
But like, I don't get it. Can they see that way too? Is it like an echo? I'm still blown away. Like, I want to know.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to watch it. Maybe that's what they wanted.
$12.99 a month.
Maybe that's what they want. They're like, Pescador is going to sit here and think about this for a while and how. I don't remember how much they.
Dude,
$6?
Was that?
I don't.
I thought that was Disney. Disney was $7 a month. Oh, I just saw the thing too. Since we're talking about streaming services, I saw a thing where you can get ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu for $12.99.
Yeah, which is a great deal. And I saw the stocks for Netflix just plummet, man. Oh yeah. Not to mention the fact that they predict that Netflix is going to lose a ton of money coming up in the next quarter.
What if Netflix goes away?
I don't think Netflix is going to go away.
They go back to the Stone Age and start sending DVDs.
No, maybe they'll start selling games. Or start renting games.
That'd be sick.
Netflix, like almost like Gamefly. No, I think they need to go down in price. Other than that, I don't think that they're trying to spend a ton of money on original series to kind of bring people in. But I think they just need to look at their price point again, because if you're paying like $12, like you said, for ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu, as compared to paying
$16 plus $3
is it $16? I can't remember what it's anymore.
It is.
I don't look at it.
And then it's
Sadly say I don't look at it, but
because the 4K content's like $3 opt-in to watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. Hey, by the way, can I put a public service announcement? If you guys haven't gone in and subscribed on your Netflix on a 4K TV to make sure you're actually seeing 4K content, do that. Go do that, because people all the time are like, I have a 4K TV and Netflix and I never see 4K, and I have to constantly tell them, like,
there's settings in your TV.
There's settings in your TV and there's settings on Netflix to make sure you're seeing it, and
make sure that both of them are
don't be scared. There's an info button on remotes. You push the info button and it tells you what you're seeing and how you're seeing it. So that's just, I just want to throw that out there.
That is a great public service announcement.
Yeah, man. I'm all about them TVs, dog.
But there's tons of movies coming out, tons of games coming out. They even had like what was it, Hellblade 2? It's one of the games that's going to be launching with, or not launching, but it's going to be coming out for the Xbox Series X. And it's a remake on other ones. It's another trailer. It's like kind of like a tribal feel. I've never played the first one, I'm not going to lie, but the game looks really cool, really interesting. It's kind of like a voodoo kind of feel, like a witch doctor kind of thing. So it was really interesting. Like, you didn't even look at it, but there's like an army of like almost like an undead army, it looks like, behind her. I might have this whole premise completely wrong, but the game looks really interesting.
Cool. I'm all about it, man.
No, but I mean, other than that, I mean, to each their own.
To each their own.
The Jesus.
I am Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that game I'm not interested in. I'm probably not going to touch upon that. I want to see what happens with it. I want to see the comments.
I have to, bro. I have to play this. I have to walk around as Jesus and heal people with leprosy. I have to.
Do you?
I do. I want to.
At the very beginning of this podcast, you were so against it, but now you do?
I'm just saying, I feel like
I'm okay with it.
I am against this game. Completely thinks he's outside Jesus, and that's why I think I need to play it. Just a little bit.
To kind of get a better understanding of it?
Because maybe I'll play it and I'll say, okay, I see the way that they've taken this and the way they want to market it, and I'm okay with it. Again, I'm not very religious, but it doesn't turn any way away from this, but to each their own, like we keep saying. I think it's downplaying Jesus, and I have to see it. I just have to see it for myself. I just want to, like, I actually tell you the truth. I feel like I'll put it in, and the first thing I'll start going into like a whole bunch of like God stuff, and I was like, oh no.
I don't know.
Like, is it going to, like, are they going to be shoving Jesus down our throat?
Sounds, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
And thanks for listening to this episode of the Rad Gaming Podcast. Be sure to rate and subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere else you listen to podcasts. I release a new episode every Wednesday. And as always, stay rad, comrades.